Hello friends! My name is Elena and today I will show you how to create an effective Korean study session with the resources of FunPik. If you are currently studying Korean and especially if you're preparing to take the TOPIK exam, you know how important it is to have a good study plan. Creating a study plan will help you organize the content you need to learn into individual study sessions so you can better manage your time and don't lose track of what you still have to learn versus what you already studied. However, knowing how to structure such a study session can be a bit tricky at first, especially if you're just starting out on your Korean language journey. This is why today I will share with you a modeled study session on which you can base your own study plan. And to make matters super easy for us, I will use all the resources FunPik has created for students of the Korean language. These materials interwork with one another so we can create a more effective study session if we use them together. So let's see how we can build a study session. For most people, the beginning of their study session is when they're still the most concentrated and motivated. That means you should start with the more challenging and complex aspects of your study routine. For this reason, I always start with my textbook work. While you can gain the most information from a textbook, its dense form can be a bit tiring to concentrate on for a long period of time. Let me show you how you could structure the first block of your study session with these textbooks. Here with me I have the TOPIK Pass Reading Level 2 textbook. We start with the first topic, the first sort of question, inferring the main idea. They have a tips section right here giving you tips what to look out for when you're trying to solve this kind of question, and they show you an example of an actual previous TOPIK test and break down how to solve this kind of question. We then have a big section of practice questions so we know what type of question it is and now we try to solve them. So these practice questions are what I would focus on the start of my study session. After solving some practice questions, you might want to try something else. And here I like to build sentences with the useful vocabulary and expressions that are also in the book. Here we can find vocabulary that matches the level of TOPIK, so in this case, TOPIK level 2. And if we have the word binu, for example, so, I would try to memorize this word by building a sentence with it. So for example, 비누로 손을 씻었습니다. I washed my hands with soap. It's much easier to remember words and expressions if you build a sentence with it, so if you use them right away. Apart from vocabulary, the book also introduces useful grammar and grammar particles. Here, the same thing goes. To be able to memorize the grammar and be able to use it, you just pick one that you would like to focus on and build some sentences with it. As you can see, there are a lot of different topics and a lot of practice questions that you can work through. And if you're feeling up for a challenge, you can actually take on a whole TOPIK reading mock test. One aspect I really enjoy about the FunPik textbooks is that they make it super easy for us to move on to the second block of our study session, which in our case are the video lessons. You can access them through the QR codes in the textbook or simply look them up on the FunPik official YouTube channel. These lessons will help you understand the content of the textbooks more deeply, which is a great help, especially if you're stuck on a certain question and don't really know how to handle it on your own. Also, hearing a native speaker pronounce words and phrases will improve your listening skills and passively prepare you for the listening section of the TOPIK exam. Let's take a look on how to implement the video lessons in your study session. So let's say this is a topic that I'm kind of struggling with. No problem, I just take my phone, go into my photo app, and I scan the QR code right here on the page. And that will take me to...
Hi everyone, 여러분 안녕하세요. I'm 서미소랑 from FunPik.
And this is FunPik's step-by-step recommendation for solving this type of question.
As you can see, thanks to these video lessons, it finally feels like we found a teacher that takes us by the hand and shows us every step of the way. You can also practice your note-taking skills while watching the lessons, something else that will be helpful in the TOPIK or any other language exam, because you have to focus on what are the most important tips that are mentioned in the video in a short span of time, so your attention-paying skills and your note-taking skills will increase as well. And while there are a lot of videos that directly correlate to the textbook and the TOPIK questions, you can actually find some other topics covered on the FunPik channel as well. And as you can see, we're currently looking at the TOPIK Level 2 textbook, but TOPIK Level 4 lessons are already uploaded, so be sure to subscribe to this channel, so while your Korean level increases, you can also get the latest video lessons as well. Now that we are at the point of our session where we worked through some of the textbooks, and we studied up with the video lessons, you might feel a bit tired out. So, to ease the session to its end and to keep the fun factor alive in our studies, we turn to the last third of our resources, the FunPik app. Since this is a mobile app, it allows you to get away from your desk for a second and have a change of scenery. This will help refresh your senses for the final push in our session. And remember how I told you that the FunPik resources interwork with one another? Well, this app actually includes questions that are a callback to the ones we solved in the textbook at the beginning of the session. So we really come full circle here. If you would like to do so, you can actually take a whole TOPIK exam in the app, but you can also keep it more relaxed with simpler questions like fill in the blanks or matching a picture to a word. Let's see how we can wind down our session with this app. So the FunPik app is another all-around talent. The app will give you a couple of daily missions so you stay motivated to come back to it every day and learn a bit more Korean. Apart from these daily missions, we can also just straight up practice for the TOPIK exam. We can practice by topic levels or by the types of questions. The section that I enjoy the most because it is very fun is the game section. You have 3 different games that are more fast-paced, and if you do well in these games, you can get some in-app currency. And that allows you to get some items in the app which show historical or cultural places in Korea, so you learn more about the country while you learn more about the language. As you can see, using the resources of FunPik, you can create an effective and diverse study session. Of course, my structure might not be perfect for everyone. Maybe you actually like to warm up slowly and start with something light, like the games in the app. Or maybe you would like to incorporate something completely different, for example, watching an episode of your favorite K-drama without subtitles. Of course, the details are up to you, but I do hope that you got some study ideas from this video. And as I said, especially if you prepare for a TOPIK, you should create a solid study plan and use material that is created with the exam in mind to master Korean. Anyhow, I wish you well on your Korean language journey. You got this! Fighting and annyeong!